I thought I would share a little bit about what it's like to be typically involved in the Mish ministry and what a typical year would look like. We start the audition process in May, and the students will actually come for an audition information meeting. They'll get information about what it's like to audition, what's required, things like that. And then the actual auditions take place in the month of May. It's a 3-week audition process. They come to a first round audition, a second round audition, which involves a dance audition, and then we choose the group. While the kids are getting interviewed, we interview the parents as well, so it's a pretty extensive audition process. Once you make the group, rehearsals actually start in July, and those are the dance rehearsals. We do those once a week. We also do something called Mish Night Out, which we get the kids together and just hang out socially and do fun things every Tuesday night during the summer, just so the students can get to know each other. The biggest fundraiser of the year for us is parking cars, and we are known as the parking gurus in Mason. We park cars for a tennis tournament that happens here in Mason, Ohio. We have also parked cars for the largest Republican rally for the President of the United States. After tennis parking, we do a huge kickoff weekend for our kids where we have a themed weekend. We keep it a surprise, and like last year, the theme was I don't want to grow up, so everything was based around the kids' childhood. It's a huge weekend for us. We go to a church camp and do that whole weekend. I think I get a total of 6 or 7 hours sleep the entire weekend, but it's a great weekend and it's a great bonding time for the kids. And then we start rehearsals. As soon as that weekend's over, we start rehearsals. We do rehearsals here on our property every Sunday during the week, and then as it gets closer to the show, we actually do long rehearsals where we actually try to find a facility. We'll rent a building where we can put the set up and actually do long rehearsals and rehearse with all the equipment and the set and everything. It would be really nice to have a facility where we could do that here, but obviously we don't have anything quite big enough for that. Then we do our dress rehearsal weekend, and then the performances start. Performances are about every other weekend. If we're not doing a performance, we're doing a promotional event, because we will take the main characters in our show about a month before a performance and actually go to that particular city and do a preview night so that they can kind of see what the show is about and what it's like before the actual performances take place in that location. I also have to go to each city beforehand and have a meeting with all the sponsoring churches and sponsoring groups to get everything set up. The performances will start in November, and like I said, they're about every other weekend, and we will travel until the end of June doing performances all over the United States. Also during the performance year, we have accountability groups. We have 2 girls groups and 2 guys groups, and we require our kids to be in those groups. They come every other week to those accountability groups, and they're led by adults or alumni from the group, and it just gives the kids a safe place where they can sit and talk and share about what they're frustrated with, or I just had a fight with mom or dad, but it just kind of gives them a place to vent and really share and get advice from their other peers that are in the group as well as adults. And then on the off weeks, we have a Bible study on Tuesdays that we offer for the kids that want to just grow spiritually, that maybe don't go to a really big church and don't have a large youth group, and so we want to give them the opportunities to grow spiritually, and so we offer a Bible study.